Okay, so today we're going to do something a little bit different from the channel. First, apologies for the slightly out of focus shots. Still kind of getting used to these kinds of videos. We'll be changing the pickups on my very first guitar. It's a Jackson JS30 DKT that I got back in around 2006-2007. In the early days of playing, it had quite a lot of use, but then I got the Ibanez and Dean guitars a few years later, and it spent a bit more time in its case. Compared to the Dean and the Ibanez, the stock pickups were a bit muddier, but thanks to Old Bones pickups, I now have the chance to breathe some new life into the Jackson. Old Bones has sent over a set of their Bonecrusher model humbuckers. I'll put the spec for these down in the description. I've not done a huge amount of electrical work on guitars, but I'm always up for trying things myself. The last set of pickups I fitted in the Dean went well, apart from reversing a tone pop, but not too much of a worry. I had to look up a wiring diagram online for a 2 humbucker, 1 volume and 1 tone knob setup, and found some very useful diagrams, which I will link below as well. So to start, I've removed the strings, taken the back plate off, taken several reference pictures, removed the earth screw, unsoldered the old pickups, and unscrewed the humbucker frames. So next up, I need to take the old pickups out of their frames, as I'll be reusing them. The new pickups come with mounting springs and screws, which is very handy. Also, the pickups are marked N and B on the back for neck and bridge. So I've taped the ends of the wires together to help feed them through the cavity, and then it's a case of screwing back down the frames and repeating it for the other pickups. Now the fun part starts, soldering. My soldering isn't the neatest, but this is good practice for me. So first up I join the north and south finishes together. Next up it's soldering the earth wires to the earth screw that's in this guitar. Took a few attempts to get a solid connection, but got there eventually. Finally soldering the last 2 wires to the pickup selector in the same place as the original pickups. That's why I took pictures to start with. After a few attempts, the connections were all solid, and it was just a case of putting it all back together and setting up the guitar with some new strings. So check out Old Bones pickups if you're interested, some links below, and now some sound clips from a cover of Duality. Thanks for watching.